going on? In 1 second here, I'm trying to get the link real quick. There we go. Right. Boom. There we go. What's good, Nicholas? What's up, Tariq, Michi, Willie? Trying to get there we go. My lord. Couldn't get YouTube to pull up. What's up, Jordy? How'd everybody do today? What's up, Mertz? Good, Z. Give it a couple minutes here for people to join up, and then we can get it started. Very small loss. Nice, Willie. Small red, minus $17. Good stuff, Tariq. Green, of course, Jose. I feel like Jose caught some GME today. Full porting calls on SMCI tomorrow. Good luck to you. 4% on the account. Nice. What's up, Krampus? All right. Got a decent amount of people in here already. Cool. Green big on the Tesla H. There you go, Michi. Nothing. These. A swing trade currently. Mertz, what you swing? Up for the week and month. Nice, Tariq. All right. Gave it a couple minutes here. Decent amount of people up in the live, so we will go ahead and get it started. So we're going to go ahead and do the typical Wednesday night charting session. If you guys have not been here before, then I will explain it real quick. We're going to go through my entire watch list A to Z and find the setups that I like for tomorrow and possibly Friday. So yeah, we will go ahead and get it started here with Apple. If I go to a stock and I don't see anything that I like, I'm just going to move on. So don't think I'm skipping the stock as a whole, but if I don't see anything, there's no use in sitting there looking for something that doesn't exist. So also, if you guys have any stocks that you are looking at, thank you, Michi. If you guys have any stocks that you're looking at with a specific level, tell me the stock, tell me the specific level, and I'll check it out. If you don't have a level on something and you're just going to give me a random ticker of a random penny stock, then there's not a whole lot I can do with that. A to Z. All right, so Apple, I'm just looking at this here. We had a pretty big sell-off today. 217.13 doesn't look bad. If you guys come here pretty often, though, you know that I'm not the biggest fan of trading Apple just because it's a slower mover. It's a bit of a cheaper stock, and I would rather trade the bigger names that can bring me bigger trades. But yeah, that doesn't look bad. Airbnb, I think I'm all right on that. If you want to look at Airbnb, this low at 142.57 does not look bad, but personally, I think I'm going to stick away. Mainly because Airbnb does not have volume the majority of the time, but we'll go ahead and yeah, no volume. So I think I'm going to pass on that. SMCI, there we go. There we go. The first one of the night. AMD is kind of just forming an H pattern here at this low. Right. 144.53. That's kind of the same setup as Apple here. So go ahead and move on from that. Amazon, personally not interested until 179. All good. AVGO, also all good. Worst case scenario, SMCI could drop to the 650 area. I think it's just too overextended for that. We'll see. Yeah, William, we just looked at AMD. Yeah, 144.53 doesn't look bad on that. AVGO, I am gonna pass on that one. VA has earnings on the 31st, so next week. Nothing there really. BABA, I hate trading BABA, but if you are a BABA fan, 75.17 does not look bad. Could look to play that through 75. That's personally not one that I'm interested to put on my watch list, but if you guys like it, then there you go. I'm sorry, it's 75.18, not 15. Do you think Tesla creates a new low? We will see. BABA is a once a year signal. Yeah, I agree. You called AMD puts this morning. Did you hold and write it down? I personally did not. I personally did not. But that level at 148.78 is pretty solid. The pre-market low is solid too. I liked 148.78, but it did not set up the way that I would want it to. So, all right, moving on. Baidu, nothing there for me. Coin, man, coin looks gross. We've got an uptrend channel on the 1 hour. Lines up right at the low of day today. Actually, it lines up right at 245, but the level I would play is the low of day from today. We would have to break that channel before we get down there. So 243.75 would be what I would play on that. That might be something worth throwing on the side watch just because. That might be worth throwing on the side watch just because I doubt that it will stay there pre-market though, to be honest. I feel like we're either going to be too far back up here or already broken. So go ahead and mark that. Mark Baidu. Costco. The low at 825 doesn't look bad, but doubt that there will be contract volume. Let's see, what do we have for the day? So on the contracts that are closest to at the money, for the entire day, we had 600 in volume. So highly doubt that we're going to be able to take advantage of that. Disney. Let's see here. 89.46 would be the next support I have on this. $89.46. What was So 89.58 was the low of day today. You probably look to take low of day from today into that 89.46 support, if that's something that you guys are interested in. 89.58. DocuSign, that's a nice trend there on the 4-hour, but nothing I can play. FedEx, I'm all good. Google. The next level I like on Google is at 171.16, but honestly, the low from today looks like if we got that close to the open, we could probably take that low from today through that main level at 171.82. So that's something I'd like. Let's see. I'm gonna go back through real quick and just make sure I don't have anything useless typed out, or not typed out, but saved. Yeah, that's fine. I like that on Google. The main level, Christian, is 171.16. Meta, let's see what we got going on here. 459.12. That on the 1 year. Okay, so we broke out of a uptrend, or we broke below an uptrend a while back. That actually doesn't look bad at all. Right. Yeah, honestly, I might be interested in Meta at 460 still. I know the actual low is 459.12, but I'd like 460. Okay. See, what does the... Okay, I would take 460. Yeah, I do like that. Okay. Moving through these pretty quickly here. Can you send levels on stocks chat when you're done? Since I'm at work, I can't see the screen. Yeah, Tariq, I always do. Microsoft, you could look at this low from the other day at 425.20. I probably am not that interested on that. The only reason for that being because I like some of the other setups a lot better. We're also about $5 away, so it's a decent little ways. Yeah, okay. Microsoft, if you guys want, I can put that as a side watch. How many of you guys actually like that at 425.20? Stoic, I am occasionally. I just don't like talking over people. Yeah, I think I'm good on Netflix. How do you click on the watch list symbol and it sends straight to the chart? So if you look, hold on, you can't see because of my face real quick. Let me move this. If you see right here where it says 1 and it's in red, all you have to do is click this little button right here and then link whatever watch list you're looking at to the chart. So you see how it says 1 right here. It also says 1 right here. So that means anything I click on this watch list will go to this chart. Where on my flexible grid, I have this watch list listed, linked to this chart, sorry. So anytime I click on one of these stocks, it goes to my flexible grid, but it doesn't go to my main chart. Anytime I click on one of these, it goes to my main chart, but not to my flexible grid. So that is how you do that. Okay, let me move this back real quick. All right. Okay. Moving on, NVIDIA. 113.44. $113.11. Let's look at this. This looks 113.11 is my next support that I have. See what this looks like here. Yeah, 113.11's all right. Probably just look to take this low through that, then probably just target that as a scalp. 44. Okay, we can look at that. Pinterest, all good. PayPal. Honestly, all good on that, regardless of what the setup is. There's a lot of these that anymore, I don't even care what the setup looks like. I just don't want anything to do with the stock. Shop at 59.07 does not look horrible. What are the bigger names you like to trade on a daily basis? I mean, I like all the stocks that are on my watch list. I just have favorites. Obviously, Tesla is always going to be one of my favorites. I like Meta. I like NVIDIA. I like SMCI. I mean, whenever we have setups on any of those stocks, I'm happy. Doesn't mean I'm going to trade them if we don't have anything to play, but yeah. All right, shop can stay marked May 31st, 111.41. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, Trevor. Oh, small gap on NVIDIA. Sorry, I missed your previous lesson or comment. CI, let's see. I do like it at 690. Clear this chart off so bad. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, 690 is fine. I don't really have any levels past that other than just some trends, but up until we get down to these lows. So, yeah, we can look at that. So, all good on that for sure. Somebody SPY 546. What are you looking at 546? Would be the question there. Like this, people have been waiting for a dip up to SPY and QQQ to hold up its yearly, daily, weekly channel support. And yeah. Yeah. That's pretty crazy looking, Jose. I mean, technically, this pattern is supposed to break to the downside. I know that's going to be a tough one for SPY, especially on a yearly chart like that, having that big of a channel, but we will see. Yeah. Somebody said crowd. Look at that. I mean, really the only thing to play on this is after hours low, or low of day, but 736, we can look at that. Let's see. Extend this over so we can get a better look. Okay. Yeah, we can look at CRWD. I will go ahead and mark that one. Man, a lot of these things are just the same exact setup, so you've just got to pick which stock you want to play the most. Would you be interested in 151 on AVGO if we hold below 156.40? See, it's testing a demand zone right now. What's your thoughts? Honestly, I mean, when I looked at it, I didn't like anything on it personally. I also just don't like trading this stock as a whole, so not my cup of tea. I don't think 151 looks awful. I just don't like trading this stock, but I think 151 is okay. I mean, if you like the leveling, you like trading the stock, 151 is just fine. But personally, I'm going to leave it off my watch list because I know I am doing this for you guys, but I'm also, you know, whenever I plan out trades, they're trades that I am willing to take and trades that I like. And if I don't like them, I'm not going to put them down on my list. Okay. Trevor, no, I don't. I need to, though. That's why my charts look so messy. Let's see. Jose said if you can catch it right, it can curl tomorrow. It could lead into Friday push, or we'll dump Friday. I mean, yeah, that's anything's possible. Just the things that I'm seeing right now, every single setup that I like looks good to the downside. Now, am I saying that pre-market we're not going to set up and have some decent upside plays or decent plays that you can take to the upside? Obviously, there's going to be decent plays that you can take to the upside if you really want to, but that would be a matter of what happens pre-market. So looking at everything right now, I'm not going to plan for upside just because everything looks like it's more set up for the downside. It would be very hard for me to try and predict what the pre-market's going to look like. So I'm just going to go based off of what I have right now. Okay. AMD 144.53, same exact thing. Okay, Amazon, that's gonna go on a side watch. Did you do Meta already? I did, Eddie, but I'm gonna go back through and write it down. I think after a drop on SMCI from 960 to 690, ahead of the market, we're gonna have a banger green day. Yeah, that is a possibility for sure. Size enough to catch the move and leave runners, so we'll see. Nice, Jose. $243.75 on coin. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, is my thing gonna pop up there? All right, proud 240 or 257.36. That's pretty much just playing that low. Everything is like exactly the same, so I hate when every single trade idea is exactly the same. They're all to the downside. They're all just H patterns or flat bottoms at the low from today, leading into other supports from larger time frames. So kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I really wish the scratch pad would stop coloring everything green as soon as I start typing. But I really wish. I am gonna color my favorites different than the rest because when my entire watch list looks like this, it makes it difficult to remember which ones I like more than the others. So Google, same thing. Got into SPY puts when SPY was at around 555.12 and was targeting 543.35. Was this a good target? Give me 1 second. How do you get your chart to always snap to the most recent minute? My chart's most recent minute is in the middle of my screen. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. If you're talking about when I double click and it zooms out like that, all I'm doing is zooming out. Or what you may be talking about is, sorry, this is off topic from what we're doing, but oh, where is that? Hold on. Time access. Oh yeah. So if you go to your settings and then you go to time axis, you may have your expansion area further out. So like if you have it 50 bars to the right, it's going to move your chart to where your chart ends before you actually get to the far right side. So yeah, if you want to go in there and change that, then that might be the problem. So like you see how it snapped back like that? That might be your issue. All right, where was I at here? I was writing out. Meta was my next. These trade ideas are literally all exactly the same, so. Okay. Somebody said something about Microsoft, but I think I already have it. Got a lot of trade ideas for tomorrow, but they're all exactly the same. So, again, downside. All right, we got NVIDIA. Guess what? To the downside. There's no way in hell I would write all of these trade ideas out if I was not doing this for you guys. So bear with me. I know it looks ridiculous, but I don't want to leave somebody's favorite setup off of here. So there we go. Your computer is fast. How much memory do you have? I have no idea. If you're talking about RAM, I have 32 gigabytes of RAM. You show us a 30-minute downtrend on AMD. Yes. Send a screenshot and send it to stock hours general chat. It's very blurry for me. Yeah, I'll send it to the stocks chat and the lessons tab at the end once I get everything done. I think I only have 2 more. So. Right. Where are we at here? Shopify. Stock I have not traded in I don't know how long. The 59.07 low. I'm not writing that down. I'm not taking Shopify. I mean, even if there's no other setups tomorrow, I doubt that I would even want to take Shopify. So I apologize if you guys like that, but there's no way. There's actually a lot of stuff on here I would take off if it were my actual like main watches, I would not have the majority of this on there, but like I said, if it's your guys's, I don't want to leave out somebody's favorite setup. Okay. You ever consider demand zones or nah? Personally, that's not the type of trading that I really do. I've done it. I just, even whenever I plan them out, 99% of the time I don't play them because I don't like being stuck in trades for that long. So, not really, Eddie. How do you find your setups? You say not worth the time if there's nothing to play. How do you see if there's something to play? So, I mean, if you've been watching what I'm doing throughout this whole session here, I'm basically looking for any support or resistance that we can look at to play as a breakout or a breakdown in the most simple terms. We've got a decent amount of videos on this channel going over charting and technical analysis. So if you are completely lost, I would definitely recommend going to the education playlist on the channel and checking those out. All right, I'm not gonna lie, whenever you just typed that out and said your main watches are Disney and Google, that made me completely reconsider Disney as my main watch because that sounds crazy. Realistically, now that I got finished with the whole watch list, probably going to be paying the most attention to my favorite stocks out of all these to play, which would be Meta, SMCI, and Google. Those are probably going to be my main watches there. I also really like Coin, which is why that's at the top. Anything under the main watch section is going to be my main watch, obviously. These are all just like quote unquote easy plays, just scalps that I don't have crazy targets for. You know, just very easy plays. They're all basically the same setup. So that comes down to which stock shows the best weakness and which stock gets there first. But yeah. Guys and young men are amazing mentors. Thank you, Stay Hungry. We appreciate you coming to the lives and being in the chat. Yeah, so that's all for my watch list. If you guys want to do a quick Q&A, you're more than welcome to. But if not, we can wrap it up early for tonight and talk to you guys in the morning. If you guys are not currently in stock hours, make sure you click the first link in the description and join up for the free Wednesdays. Might as well use it while you have it. I don't know how much longer we're going to be doing it for, but join up for the free Wednesdays. Don't miss out on free money. Because we do this every day. And yeah, I'll give it a couple minutes here to see if anybody asks any questions. And if not, we can wrap it up. What I am going to do is send this into the stocks chat and the lessons tab. See. And if you guys are not in stock hours, I would highly recommend that you take a screenshot of it here. Okay. Got into SPY puts today when SPY was around 555, was targeting 543. Is this a good target? I targeted this because of July 1st low. That sounds like a pretty hefty target for SPY, but said you got in around 555. So that means you would have been in at least yesterday. I mean, swing trading is not my thing, but yeah, I mean, it's not a bad target, I don't think. Personally, I don't like swing trading though, so that's not anything you're ever going to catch me doing. But yeah, if that works out, if that worked out, that was great. I don't have a ton of insight for swing trades, to be honest. It's not something that I ever enjoyed. I did it a few times, and every time I did it, I like couldn't sleep, so no point in continuing that. Tracks were bought and expired today. Yeah, okay. So they expired in the money or out of the money? I don't know. I got into SPY puts today when SPY was at around 555.12. Today? I don't think it was around 555 today. The highest it was today was 549.17. So I don't know how you would have got in the 555 or in at 555. Oh, you were saying you must have typed out the wrong number there, because SPY was not at 555 today. Unless you're okay. All right, I see what you're saying now. Contract expired in the money. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if that's what your plan was, and that's solid. Like I said, that's not my type of thing, so I can't give you a ton of insight on that. But yeah. 545. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. You're good. Okay. All right, well, I am going to go ahead and wrap this up if that's all. I appreciate you guys for coming out, sticking around, and I'll leave this up for the end of the lesson here just so you guys can get a screenshot. And I hope to see you guys all in the morning at the pre-market review. Let's kill it the rest of the week. And yeah.